We all like to complain when we're sitting on the airplane about the delays and about everything going on in the cockpit. You know, talk about what's going on in the front of the plane. Dave Malkoff is live in the front of the plane this morning. Dave, did you try to fly these jets, and is this something people can really do?
Yeah, anyone can do this. Good morning, Sam. Just last week, we have seen professional pilots dealing with laser strikes in the east and hobby drones interfering with firefighting efforts in the west. So what's going on here? Is there a disconnect between the folks who sit up here and the rest of us who sit back there? 1.73 million passengers.
9 left of Juliet, Delta 912.
That's how many people fly in the U.S. every day. Still, what happens up in the cockpit
So cool. 737.
is a bit of a mystery to most passengers.
My name is Cressy Lewis.
She works at the zoo and
My name is Alex Addison. I'm a software engineer.
they are not pilots. But today, they're about to fly a commercial jet with no license.
I tell you thumb up or thumb down.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm telling you to do.
Okay.
This $400 simulator ride is the only one of its kind in the nation.
This is so cool.
Just pick up a little speed
70, 80, 100, 130, 140, rotate.
Oh, awesome.
and wheels up.
This is harder than it looks.
Here at Delta's museum on the grounds of Atlanta's airport,
See some skyscrapers out the left.
South Atlanta.
Beautiful.
anyone can pilot a 737.
Yeah, my job does not involve flights.
Even Cressy from the zoo.
Yeah, never been up in the air like this before.
Just to be clear, this is no amusement park ride. Let's take you across the street to where the Delta pilots use the exact same simulators to do their training at a cost of at least $12 million apiece.
I want you to turn a little bit more left, follow these wings.
Follow the wings.
With the push of a button, the operator can take you to Honolulu or Hong Kong, turn on a storm, and turn off the sun. Now they're going to switch seats here. Not only that, we're actually going to turn on the motion outside to get the full experience.
Woo, here we go.
Of course, real pilots have to deal with much more than you experience here. Try doing all of this with a dangerous laser pointed at you from below. According to the FAA, it happened to 35 pilots in 10 states last week alone.
I had no idea that the pilot had all of this control. I kind of thought it was a little bit of autopilot the whole time.
Building a new level of respect, one pretend pilot at a time.
Still haven't found the cup holders yet. Still looking.
There is so much going on in here that it is very difficult to keep control of the plane while you were up there. I tested it out, and Sam, it's much more difficult than you think it is.
Did you successfully land the plane, Dave? That's the important part. Did you?
I did land, but once I got on the ground,
Yeah.
I headed over to the ramp and the grass and I spun the plane around. It wasn't good. It wasn't pretty.
That's not, I don't call that a successful landing. Putting the plane on the ground, Dave Malkoff, and not always a successful landing. All right, pretty cool. Jen, let's talk about lightning in planes.
Well, let's talk about that, Sam, because it happens. You know, at least once a year we get a report of a plane struck by lightning. And I saw one study that puts planes getting struck every 1,000 to 3,000 flying hours. So it happens. And, you know, for a century, right, our planes were made with aluminum bodies. However, that's changing. We're trying to make aircraft lighter. Composite materials are used much more often now, and that doesn't conduct electricity as much. But there is sort of a wire mesh that does keep you safe inside the aircraft to keep the plane safe as well.